Okay? So, next. So, dito na tayo sa periodic motion. So, periodic motion, it is the motion of an object that regularly repeats. So, the object returns to a given position after a fixed time interval. So, for example, a simple pendulum. So, sa simple pendulum, it consists of a bob suspended at the end of a thread that is so light as to be considered massless. So, its trajectory and plane of a bob is a part of a vertical circle. So, ibig sabihin, pag tinuloy ito, no, circle yung mabubuo nito. Okay? So, yung period niya, that is equal to 2 pi square root of L over G, where L is the length of the pendulum. Yung G, yan yung constant 9.81 so meter per second square. So, makuha mo lang dito yung, I've given lang yung length ng pendulum, makuha mo na yung period. Okay? Next is yung conical pendulum. Okay? So, it consists of a bob of mass M revolving in a horizontal circle naman with constant speed at the end of a string of length L. The string describes a cone. Okay? So, pag yan, no, pinaikot dito, at makaka-create siya ng cone, no? So, yung period niya, parehas lang ng simple. Naka-multiply lang yung L ng cosine ng theta. Saan ba natin makuha yung angle theta? Ito yon. Okay? Dito natin makita. That is the string, no? Angle between the string and yung reference niya dito, yung pinakagitna, yung nasa center na line, no? Okay? That is yung theta. Next is yung simple harmonic motion naman. It is a special type of periodic motion. So, where the force acting on an object is proportional to its position relative to an equilibrium position. So, sa spring, yung force, proportional siya dun sa, yan, yung x, yan yung position. Okay? So, force, sabi dito, o yung force proportional to its position. Example na yung spring. So, yung sa spring, yung ginagamit na formula, yung sa Hooke's law, force is equals to kx. Okay? And then, yung energy of spring is 1/2 kx squared. And then, yung formula ng work that is equal to integral ng force times dx, that is force in function of x yung force kx, yan ilalagay mo dyan, kx. That is the limits from x sub 1 to x sub 2. Okay, so ito yung position, x1 to x2. Okay, next. So, na ba tayo? The period. So, recall natin yung iba pang parameter, no? Pag kinukuha natin yung mga angular frequency, no? So, sa period, dun sa yung pagkuha nun sa simple harmonic motion, okay? That is equal to 2 pi times square root of m over k, no? M over k. So, yung angular frequency, that is, di ba, that is also equal to 2 pi f, okay? So, 2 pi f, that is also equal to square root of k over m. Kasi nga, yung f, yan yung kabaligtaran ng period. So, mag-cancel dito yung 2 pi, no? Kaya ganon. Then, babalik na rin lang to, square root of k over m. And then, yung frequency, that is the reciprocal of the period. So, kabaligtaran lang nito, 1 over 2 pi times square root of k over m. Okay? So, tingnan nyo, mag-multiply kayo both sides ng 2 pi, yun na yung angular frequency. So, magka-cancel yung 2 pi dito, kaya square root of k over m na lang. Okay? Take note yung k dyan, that is yung force constant, yung kaninang k sa spring. That is in newtons per meter. So, pag kinumpare natin yung formulas ng spring dun sa simple pendulum, sabi dito, no? Ito, pag alam mo lang tong period, susunod na to. Yung mga frequency, kabaligtaran lang kasi nito, reciprocal ng period, yung frequency, then multiply ka ng 2 pi dito sa F, yun ay angular frequency, no? Basta alam nyo lang to, no? Sabi dito, pag spring daw, tumpak. Ano yun? Tumpak. 2 pi square root of mass over K, no? Pag naman simple pendulum, tulog daw yun, tulog. 2 pi square root of L over G. Dahil na alam. Okay? So tayo ng example, no? So given a simple pendulum has a length of 0.81 meters. It is taken to a location where the acceleration due to gravity is reduced to 9 meter per second square. If the pendulum completes 30 oscillations, how much total time does it take? No? So, hinahanap dito yung simple pendulum, tulog. T equals 2 pi. So, square root of L over G. Okay? Kasi, sa isang oscillation, isang ikot, makakomplete ka ng isang period. So, ito yon. So, kung tinatanong total time, no, mumultiply mo yung period ng 30, no? Yun yung total time kasi 30 beses siyang nag-oscillate, no? Nakaikot. That is equal to 30 times 2 pi, no? Square root of L, yung length ng string, 0.81 divided by G, 9.81. May given siyang sariling acceleration due to gravity. Hindi 9.81, 9 lang. Okay? So, kaya yung sagot, 30 oscillation, 30 times t is equal to 56.55, no? 56.55 seconds. Okay? So, the answer should be letter C. Okay? Next. So, given a conical pendulum has a bob of mass 0.4 kilogram attached to a light string of length 1 meter. So the bob makes in a horizontal circular path of radius 0.2 meters. Okay? While the string makes a constant angle with the vertical, determine the period of the motion. So conical pendulum, ang period niya ay so t equals 2 pi. Tulog din. Kaso, kapag conical, tandaan nyo, may nakamultiply na cosine theta. No? So, yung G, wala naman ibang value ng G, 9.81 yan. No? So, that is equal to 2 pi square root of L. The length of string, 1. No? Cosine, yung angle, wala. Okay? So, ang conical pendulum, so ganito daw. No? Ito daw yung theta. No? So, ito yung string, 1 meter. And then, radius. Kasi, eto, no? Ayan, makabuo ng bilog yan. So, consider natin to radius, no? Radius which is equal to 0.2. Kaya naman, yung theta, okay, is, makuha natin yan, sin theta opposite over hypotenuse. Okay? So, therefore, theta is equals to 11.54. No? degrees. Okay? So, cosine of 11.54 all over 9.81. So that yung period is equals to 1.99 seconds. Okay? So, it should be letter B. Okay, next. So, given a 3 kilogram block slides on a frictionless horizontal surface toward the spring with spring constant K equal to 1,800 newtons per meter, find the period of oscillation of the resulting motion. Okay. So, solution. Again, period siya doon sa spring. Pag period sa spring, di ba, yun yung tumpak. Okay? Square root of m over k. That is equal to 2 pi square root of m 3 over k. That's 1,800. No? SI unit na yan. Okay na yan. So, okay. So, yung period is equal to 0.2565 seconds. No? So, 25 is 0.257. Okay? So, that would be the correct answer. So, letter D. Okay? So, next. Given a force of 8 Newton stretches a spring from its equilibrium position to a displacement of 20 centimeters. So, determine the work required to stretch the spring from 20 centimeter to 50 centimeter. Okay? Okay, so yung work that is equal to integral of f dx, di ba? It's from x sub 1 to x sub 2. Yung f, function of x dapat yan, kx dx yan. Okay? So the work is equals to kx squared over 2. No? From x sub 1 to x sub 2. Okay? So that the work is equal to k over 2, yan yung constant. So, x sub 2 squared minus x sub 1 squared. Yan. Ano ba yung given? Force 8 Newton. Okay. Take note yung force is equals to kx. So, kung 8 Newtons yan, displacement of 20 centimeter, so 0.2. K times 0.2. Therefore, yung K is equals to 40. So, 40 yung K dito, no? 40 divide 2, that's 20. Stretch the spring from 20 to 50. That is 0.5 square minus 0.2 square. Okay? So, yung work is equals to 4.2 joule. Okay? How ba, class? Okay? Okay, so yung wave motion, so define natin waves. So, waves is a disturbance that transfers energy. Okay? So, may dalawang klase ng wave dito. Mechanical wave, tsaka electromagnetic wave. Okay? So, when we say mechanical wave, it requires a medium to propagate. So, sa example din yung sound at saka yung water waves. Okay? Whereas yung electromagnetic wave can travel through empty space or vacuum. That is light, yung microwaves, no? So, yung dalawang klase ng waves is transverse o longitudinal waves. When we say transverse waves, those are waves in which the particles in the medium move perpendicular, no? So, move perpendicular to the direction of propagation of wave. Okay? So, ito yung dalawang klase ng wave na yun. So, kung makikita nyo sa transverse wave. Okay? So, ginalaw niya yung vertically yung particle and then nag-travel na yon, okay? Nag-travel na siya, no? So, yung travel na yon, that would be indicate the energy, no? Na nag-move, okay? Whereas yung longitudinal waves, these are the waves in which particles of the medium move parallel to the propagation of the wave. Okay? So, nangyayari dito sa longitudinal wave, nagta-travel yung ito. Again, nagta-travel din yung energy, okay? But parallel, no? So, kung mapagkita nyo, may difference yung may compress, no? Compression, tapos meron yung medyo uh, parang may expansion, no? Okay? Ito yan, no? May compression, ayun, yung parang rare fraction ng tawag pala doon. Compression, rare fraction. Okay? So, pag transverse, ito yung tatandaan nyo, no? Light is fastest in gases. So, yung mga light, yung mga pag-travel ng light. So, mas mabilis siya pagdating sa mga vacuum. Okay? Disturbance, perpendicular propagation. Basta perpendicular, transverse wave yun. Okay? Whereas sa longitudinal, yung sound is sample ng longitudinal wave. Fastest in solids naman. Yun ang difference nila. No? So, disturbance is parallel propagation. Okay? So, sa transverse waves, pag sinabi wave velocity, the distance through which each wave moves per second. Parang nagano lang tayo ng velocity na define, no? Naka-focus lang sa wave. So, ganito yung formulas pagdating sa transverse waves, no? So, yung velocity equals sa square root ng t over mu. That is tension, yung t, tension of the string, no? And then, yung mu, that is the mass per unit length of the string. That is also equal to the lambda times f. Okay? So, yung lambda, that would be the wavelength. F would be the frequency. So, it is also equal to the square root of TL over M. Okay? Kasi nga, yung mu, that is M over L. Okay? And yung harmonics, yung fundamental frequency, that is equal to the velocity divided by 2L. Okay? And then yung harmonics, that is equal to N times the fundamental frequency. Okay? Next. Yung velocity ng longitudinal waves in solids and liquids, okay? Yung velocity is equal to the square root of E over yung rho. Ano itong E? Modulus of elasticity, which is in Pascal. Yung rho naman, that is the density in kilogram per cubic meter. So, usually, yung uh, ginagamit dito yung common, no? Yung modulus ng steel, which is 200 gigapascal. And then, pag kinuha yung speed of sound in air, yun yung approximation formula, that is 331 plus 0.6. So, surprisingly, yung kailangan natin ng temperature in terms of degrees Celsius para makuha yung velocity of sound. Okay? 0.6 times 20. Usually, temperature of air. Pero kung may ibang binanggit sa problem, yun gagamitin natin, syempre. Okay? And then, velocity of longitudinal waves in gases. So, that is equal to the square root of the adiabatic index, the gas constant, times yung temperature, absolute temperature. Okay? So, sa absolute temperature, usually Kelvin, no? Kapag ito na yung ginamit natin na gas constant, 8.314 joule per mole per Kelvin. Di ba, naaral natin maraming gas constant to. Usually, yan, gamitin natin yung may mole, may Kelvin, yung joule. Okay, iba pa yung may 80 atmosphere liter, no? Ito na lang, joule per mole Kelvin. Okay? Nakita naman to sa constant 27, no? So, yun. And of course, yung molar weight or molar mass, no? So, next. So, may tanong, when waves go from one place to another, they transport, yan, energy and matter, wavelength only, frequency only, or energy only. So, ang natatransport lang doon, no? Pag nag-wave, is yung energy. Okay? Energy. So, letter D. Next. So, tayo. So, given a horizontal cord, 5 meters has a mass of 2.5 grams. So, what must be the tension in the cord if the wavelength of a 120 hertz wave on it is to be 50 centimeter. Okay? So, hinahanap yung tension, no? Okay. So, yung tension. And then, may given na length, 5 meters. So, hinahanap yung tension. Mass, 2.5 grams. Okay? And then, yung frequency, 120 hertz. Okay? Wavelength. Okay? Wavelength tong 50. Wavelength. Okay? So, tandaan natin, no? Velocity is equal to lambda times F. Okay? So, meron lambda, may wavelength, may frequency. So, that is 50 cm or 0.5 meters times 120. So, that is 60 meter per second, no? Velocity. So, known din naman sa velocity, pero take note, yung velocity equal yan sa square root of, di ba, mayroon siyang formula na TL over M, no? Or T over mu. So, given naman lahat to. So, kailangan ko dyan yung T, no? T is equals to intention, 60 meter per second. So, para mawala ang square root, square, and then times mass. Mass is 2.5 grams. O, syempre yung grams, gagawin ko kilogram. So, yung 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. Okay? And then, divide natin ng length, which is 5 meters. Okay? So, nilagay ko lang sa SI unit. So, solve tayo. So, tension is equal to that is equal to 1.8 Newton. Tama ba? Okay. Okay. Okay, next. So, given steel wire of mass 60 grams is stretched tightly between two fixed points, 1.2 meters apart. So when plucked, the wire vibrates in its fundamental mode with a frequency of 75 Hertz. So determine the tension in the wire. Okay? Nahanap ulit yung tension sa wire. Pero may given na mass. Gawin ko ng kilograms to. So divide natin ng magiging 0.06 kilograms. Okay? And then, okay. So, stretch tightly between two fixed points. Ano to? Ito yung length, no? That is 1.2 meters apart. So, when plucked, the wire vibrates in its fundamental frequency of, so F sub 1, 75 Hertz. So, hinahanap yung tension. Okay? So, may formula tayo, no? Na fundamental frequency is velocity over 2 times L ulit. Okay? Since meron naman fundamental frequency at saka length, makukuha natin velocity equal sa 75 times 2 times 1.2. 180 meter per second. And then, balik tayo dun sa formula na velocity equals square root of TL over M. Yan. May length, may mass. So, makuha natin tension. So, again, tension. No? Tension, yun nga pinapahanap. Equals velocity square, 180 square. So, times mass of 0.06 kilograms na yan, divided by length of 1.2. Okay? So, the tension is equals to 1,620 Newton. Okay? So, that would be letter B. Okay? Next. Okay, so next problem. So given a hiker shouts in a deep canyon and hears the echo 1.5 seconds later. So the air temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. Determine the distance between the hiker and the canyon wall. So halimbawa, ito yung hiker. Tapos sumigaw siya. Ay, ba? Ito ano. Yung canyon, no? Sabi, ano daw yung distance ng hiker tsaka canyon wall? Canyon wall. Yung ginawa niya, sumigaw siya. So, distance ito. No? Okay. Sumigaw siya. Tapos, 1.5 seconds later, narinig niya yung sinabi niya. 1.5 seconds later. No? Okay. So, yung distance is, so sa echo principle, no? Echo, that is, yung distance is equals to velocity times time, no? So, 2D, twice yun kasi papunta pabalik. So, times 2 yung distance nun. Ibig sabihin, distance equals to velocity time over 2. Okay? So, kailangan natin ng time, meron. Velocity, wala. Okay? So, may given dito, temperature. Okay? So, velocity ng sound. So, velocity ng sound, hindi ng tao, no? Okay, velocity ng sound is 331 plus 0.6 times temperature in terms of degrees Celsius 25. Yun yung velocity niya. That is the velocity equals 346 meter per second. So, yun na ilagay natin dito. So, yung distance ng canyon is equal to 346 times 1.5 seconds all over 2. That is equal to 259.5 meters. No? Or, that is approximately equal to, letter B, 260 meters. Okay? Okay, next. So, what is the speed of the sound in neon gas at temperature of 18 degrees Celsius, considering that the molecular mass of this gas is 20.18 grams per mole? So, neon is monoatomic. So, use Cp over Cv equals 1.67. Okay? Class, speed of sound in gas, di ba ang formula niya ay velocity is equal to yung adiabatic index times yung gas constant times yung absolute temperature divided by the molecular mass, molar mass o molecular weight, etc. Okay? Class, etong 1.67, yan na yung adiabatic index. Okay? Adiabatic index na yan. Okay? So, that would be equal to square root of 1.67. Yung R, yan yung gas constant, 8.314, no? Joule per mole Kelvin yan, no? Anyway, basta ilagay mo lang sa mga, ano to, SI unit. And then yung temperature, 18. Oh. Mag-add tayo ng 273 para maging Kelvin, no? Oh, Kelvin. And, ano yung nasa? Molecular weight. Ito. 20.18, oh, grams yun. Gagawin kong kilogram. So, gawin na natin 0.018, no? 1, 2, 3, yan. Kilogram per mole na yan. Okay? So, cancel ang mole. Okay? So, basta nasa SI unit lahat yan. That is equal to square root of 1.67 times 8.314 times 18 plus 273 divided by 0.02018. Okay? So, the answer is 447.45. That is in meter per second. Okay? So, yung joule naman, nabe-breakdown naman to sa kilogram, di ba? Meter per second square times meter. Okay? Ito na yan. Letter C. Answer should be letter C.